Kevin, have you just like sat here and looked at how stupid this is? I promise in this video, I've formatted my card and we won't lose any footage from this. I'm still so mad about that. And something is stinky outside today. All right, all reliable daddy car. And before we start today, I just want to say, I do want to take a second to just say, if there's anybody in your life that you're thinking about today, or that matters to you that you haven't talked in a while, check up on the people you love. Because one phone call, you never know, a text or a phone call, just saying hi, smiling at somebody, could save their life today. So, do that. We got some good stuff today. I had to get a few special hex bolts for this. It's gonna end up looking good. Wanted to clean it up pretty nicely. PTP turbo blankets sent us a lot of heat wrap material, which is something I definitely have to do. Along with that, I've got about 1 million silicone hoses that might end up helping get stuff figured out today. And here we are, home of the burnout marks, and back, dude, I think this thing looks so cool, man. Oh, I love the stancy look, but man, it definitely 100% needs some slicks, needs some big sticky tires up front. Kev, I got some bad news for you. All of the amazing stuff I filmed of you making this wiped from my camera. I have, from the point to where I was talking about doing heat wrap on this on the last video, up until you welding this little thing for the wastegate on.
I was curious
all of it's gone.
Why it wasn't in the video.
I'll make sure I get it this time. I guess at this point, all we're really needing to do is mount the other turbo up, and I'll show you guys that for the first time, give you guys a good look, I guess. And then we're gonna have to make the two turbos connect. All right, so for the first time you guys are seeing this, this turbo is mounted up top. It's not like super on yet, but this turbo is mounted up. Here's a little look at everything. This is what I would have shown you last video if my camera wouldn't have cut out, but we've got the other turbo down there. We figured out this was the best place for the other one, and now what we've got to do is we've got to make an elbow charge piping to go from here, out of this compressor housing, into the intake of this one right here. So that's gonna help that one spool up. And then aside from that, after that's done, then we have to connect this compressor housing to the intercooler, and then everything works like normal. So thankfully we still have a lot of stuff left over from the first Honda build. We're gonna utilize some of this stuff. It's gonna be a tight fit. It's gonna look wild. All right, Kev, it's gonna happen this time. I got you. You're gonna look nice and beautiful. All the beautiful things your hands are doing, they're gonna see.
There's nothing beautiful.
I'm serious. So at this point, we have most of everything fabricated up. We're gonna go ahead and put everything in the bay as it sits, and we'll show you guys. Kev's gonna get this all finished up, and then he's gonna remake the exhaust. This is the same exhaust we had on the other Civic. We're just clocking it differently. And whenever I get the car more situated, and like I get a hood, and I cut everything out correctly, I would like to make a pretty cool exhaust, like maybe exhaust and wastegate come out the bumper or something. But for now, we're just gonna have something go straight up so you guys can see the flames really easily. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and test fit these little suckers. So we have another one-piece charge pipe right here going into this little piece right here. So now what I'm gonna have to do is get a 90-degree reducer from this. It's a 2-inch to a 2.5-inch, so that should fit just fine. I don't have one because I couldn't order one in time, but that actually is, I mean, I feel like that should work. If anything, I can push it back. There's lots of wiggle room right there.
And if you need to cut it and we need to put another bead on there, we can.
And then we've got this little guy. So lots of charge pipings just kind of everywhere right now. I'm gonna get all new like vibrant hoses and stuff. I wanna make sure this all is good, but that's looking mad crazy. That's wild.
Looks like the new Super with all the spaghetti.
6, I mean, now really the only thing we need to do now that the intercooler is connected, I mean, if you want the satisfaction of seeing like this, that's not what it's gonna look like because it's gonna be a little smaller, but just to give you some satisfaction there to see it completed. Now all we have to do is get the exhaust on, which he was already working on, and then we'll probably just for now use the regular wastegate dump that they gave us, which is over here. He might have to clock it a little bit so it doesn't hit anything, but we're gonna use this dump, and then again, like I was saying, whenever I get a hood and this car is like more complete, I'm going to, we're gonna do a pretty cool exhaust idea, I think. Kevin's getting that welded up with his Donald on a scooter hat. Nothing too special right now, but we're gonna be shooting flames right into my face. And there we go. Still got my custom bunghole on it. This is wild, dude. I actually, like, it wasn't really as difficult as I thought it was gonna be.
It came together pretty quick.
Like, it was pretty, the most amount of time it took was like figuring out where we wanted to mount everything, and then once we got everything clocked correctly, and we decided like, oh, we want this here, oh, we want this going here. Kevin's wonderful brain just conjured all this up in his mind, and we made it work. Pretty stoked.
Where's my cat?
He lost his cat, guys. One of his cats is gone. I'm sorry.
They always come back.
I'm sorry, bud. We're still a little ways from the car running. We have a couple more things to do internally in the motor, and I still need to do all the plumbing. So I'll figure that out, and we'll keep working on this car.
You want to buy some Milwaukee tools for your collection?
No, you have too many. This is, I'm sitting here looking at this, and this is just wild, man. we had this vision a couple months ago, and like now it's here. The turbo sticking out the hood and everything. The goods, bro. That's absolutely stupid. And I looked it up. We're the first person to ever do this. A sequential turbo on a Honda. A lot of people have twins, but I have never seen a sequential turbo Honda. Wow. That's crazy. Next moves, obviously, plumbing. Lots of heat wrap. Gonna heat wrap the up pipe. Probably gonna heat wrap a little bit of this. Heat wrap this or ceramic coat that. Reflective tape, reflective stuff here and here, and then heat wrap on exhaust. We have PTP Turbo Blankets is sending us out some turbo blankets, which I'm really excited for. That's gonna be nice. It's gonna keep heat where it needs to be and not all around the engine bay, because this is a lot of heat. There's a lot of work going on here. Definitely need to manage all that. God dang. Oh, that's wild, bro. That's wild. If you guys need any sort of explanation, I'm gonna do a quick rundown on how the hell this is supposed to work, right? So we have the first turbo. We have a small T25 down tucked in there. You can see it right here. That's gonna be the primary turbo that the engine is going to be spooling up. Since it's a 1.6 liter, it'll help with the smaller turbo. The turbo is gonna spool up a little quicker than a T3. That turbo goes out the exhaust right here into the T3 exhaust right here, and then also the compressor housing from right here goes into the intake right here, and that'll help spool it up. And then this turbo has to then force into the motor. It's gonna go through the cooling system, so boom, down here, all the way down here, runs down here, and then through the intercooler, and then thankfully the cold side of the intercooler is the exact same as before. The only thing left to do is clock the wastegate, and we are gonna be completely done.
Later.
Here we go. World's first sequential D16 going on to the trailer yet again. Oh. Dude, look how wild that looks. Kevin, have you just like sat here and looked at how stupid this is? I feel like I'd be pretty proud if I were you.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's alright. It's been fun. Oh man. Alright, I'm so excited to get all this buttoned up, dude. This thing's gonna be nuts. Be nice. Next stop, Trackstar. I'll probably do a little bit of stuff at home, but now it's just about getting it running. We made the world proud, I think, today. We did a good job. Oh, here's your gloves, dude. You can have these back. One more crazy look. This thing's unreal, dude. Oh, we got Evel Knievel out here. Oh no! I guess this is what you do in Van Alstyne. Thanks to Kev. I'm gonna get nasty. Thanks to Kev for making this happen. I gotta roll my windows, dude. This is crazy. Look at this! What the hell? All right, man, I'm out. See you later. Just so you know, Kevin has a CNC plasma machine now, so if you need like brackets or anything special made, you can contact him. He's really grown his business, and I appreciate the grind. So if you guys need anything, even cage work, contact my dude Kevin at Turn 5 Fab. So I'm gonna go home. I'll eat some turkey. Man, just to revert back to the beginning, not to just change gears so fast, but to revert back to the beginning, I just want to encourage you guys to take mental health very seriously. And if you see somebody that you love struggling with it, it's definitely not something to just bat an eye at. You should for sure love them. Coming from somebody who struggles with this battle, it's a serious battle, and I want to encourage you guys just to contact somebody who you think might be struggling and just say hello. No matter how cringy or annoying or like, some people you just don't look forward to that conversation sometimes, but it can save somebody's life, and that's important. Saving people's lives and being there for people when you need them is what life's all about. I'm gonna do this out. I got some cuts on my hand, but I'm cold. I'm going home. Turn my seat warmer on. Oh my lord. Y'all have an amazing day. Peace. Hey, make sure you guys watch those 2 videos in front of you. I got 2 really solid, sick videos that even your mom would love to watch, okay? Bring the family together. Have a little bit of Evan time. It's important.